good defense coming in, but we pride ourselves on running the football, and when you run the football, that opens up the passing game. But if they're not respecting your, if you can't run the football, they're not going to respect that, and you got to make them respect you running the ball. So they're stacking the box, and we couldn't move it. So, we understood they were a good defense, but we take pride in moving the football, and we just didn't get it done today.
Why don't you think you got it done? What were they bringing? What makes 3-3-5 so difficult to run against?
They had that big nose in there who he just two-gapped and held on to the center. And what they wanted to do was just take up the offensive line with the 3-down linemen and let the linebackers run. And all week, we said we had to get hats on hats, and let the backs do the rest. But, they put so many in the box, and they were bringing safeties and bringing linebackers inside and outside. It just made it tough for us to match up and, understand who we had. So, they're a great defense. You got to give them a lot of credit. But we're just, obviously depressed, and we just didn't get it done.
John, you talk about the ramifications of this loss, what it means to your program right now with a week to go.
It's a big loss. Obviously in our mind we're thinking one game at a time, and we wanted to get this win and get to a bowl game. But we know we got one left, and we're going to regroup. We have a lot of pride in this team, senior-led football team, and we're not going to stop. We're going out to Rutgers, and we're looking to get a win.
When Josh got that block, what was the mindset on the sideline? When he blocked that field goal, you got another chance. Offense is coming back out there.
I was so excited, but then immediately we got our composure and we said, we got to get it. We got to huddle up, get everyone huddled up. And you had it in your mind, you're going to go down, you're going to score, you're going to tie this game up. We're going to overtime. But first play, ball gets tipped, and their luck drops in their hands. It was tough, but. You just got to roll with the punches and regroup and get ready for next week.
Louisville's had so much success running the ball. Is it extra frustrating to think, you just couldn't get that going today?
Absolutely. And the coaches told us, don't get frustrated. But as an offensive lineman, you pride yourself on running the football, especially, we've been running the football really good. So, it was hard not to get frustrated, but we just, we didn't get away from our plan. We wanted to run the ball, and we kept on trying to run the ball, but we just couldn't get hats on hats.
How big of a disadvantage was it not having Bilal for most of the second half?
You always miss Bilal when he's not in there, but our other running backs filled in, and they did what they could. And as an offensive line, we weren't opening up the holes. That's on us. We put that on our shoulders. So honestly, like Coach Borbs always tells us, it doesn't matter if it's his mother running the football. We got to open holes, and that's our job, and we didn't get it done.
What's going through your mind when you all see, because if they kick that field goal, the game's probably over at that point. When Josh blocks it, and you got one more shot at it.
Yeah, it was great. We knew we put him in there because he's a tall guy, and I saw him tip that football, and we immediately rallied. Got in our minds, we're going down and scoring. And it gives you, you're thinking to yourself, how many chances are we going to get to go down and win this football game? And we just didn't capitalize.
You probably answered as far as it came out, but what was so tough about West Virginia's defense on your running attack?
They just stacked the box. They run that 3-3 stack, and what they want to do is confuse you and try to move the linebackers around. So, with them moving the linebackers around and bringing the safeties down, they would stack the box, and it was hard to get your matchups on, and understand who you were going to. So they tried to confuse you, but we practiced it all week. We knew who we had. We just didn't get hats on hats.
How tough a place is Rutgers to play in of all the Big East places?
It's pretty tough. I remember going out there 2 years ago, and it was cold and rainy, and they gave us a pretty good whooping. But, we talked about it since 2 games ago. We got to get this 6th win and get to a bowl game, and we're looking forward to getting out there, and it's going to be a hostile environment, but we're excited, and we got to get this one. So,
how much is that pretty good whooping? How much do you all talk about that? Because it was...
we really haven't talked about it much yet. Obviously our focus is getting out of this game. Everyone's hurting pretty bad, but I'm sure that'll be brought up this week to give us some motivation. And, all the seniors, we want to get to a bowl game, and this team wants to get to a bowl game, and we're hoping to pull that out next week.
What was Strong's post-game message?
We got one left. We got one left, and we got to get it. If we want to get to where we want to go, we got to go get this win. We're a good football team. We're down right now. But, with a coach like Coach Strong, he's going to rally us together. These seniors are going to rally the team together, and we got to go out there and get that W.
Besides the score, what do you remember about that game 2 years ago?
I'm sorry?
Besides the score, what do you remember about playing in that game 2 years ago?
That it was cold. It was almost freezing rain. The crowd was loud, very loud. they're diehard fans there, very hostile crowd. I just remember being a packed house, cold, rainy night, and we just couldn't get anything going, and they gave us pretty good.
Monday, you talked about the anticipation, the emotions this week with senior day today. What are your emotions like now, kind of after the game's over and you're kind of settled down?
It's tough, because all you think about is your last time playing in this stadium, and you're out there and you see that clock just ticking away when West Virginia's taking those knees at the end of the game, and it really hits you. You see the fans leaving, your family and friends came down to support you, and I've had so much support over my 5 years here from family and friends. And, it's been amazing, and it's been a great ride, and it's tough now. We got that loss, but we know we got one more, and we're going to go do our best to get that win.
Good.